Israel? Nobody's telling the truth of God about Israel right now, but I'm going to. Most people won't want to hear it, but I'm standing on the right side of what will be history. What's happening in this century, and I mean everything that's happening, what it's culminating into, is a war between Christians, Muslims, and Jews. But it's not what they think. This is God's judgment against Christians, Muslims, and Jews. They're all going to think it's the end of the world. Christians think that the Alaska and the Dome of the Rock have to be destroyed so that a new temple can be built, so that Jesus can come, the rapture can happen, the Antichrist, the man of sin, the mark of the beast. Muslims think that the end is coming, and that Jesus and the Mahdi are coming, and that jihad will happen, or holy war. The Jews completely reject Jesus Christ altogether, and they think that they need a temple there to be built so that a new Messiah can come other than Jesus Christ, and he can usher in Jerusalem ruling the world and having an everlasting kingdom here on earth. The truth is they have all rejected what Jesus Christ did, and they all rejected God, because everything in the Bible already happened in the first century. Jesus already returned. He pointed at that temple, not a future temple. He said not one stone in that temple would stand upon another. The rapture already happened. The man of sin already came. He sat in that temple back then. He was destroyed at the brightness of Jesus' coming. Then the Catholics and the Protestants took over the world. They took over Jesus' name after Jesus finished his work, delivered everything back to the Father after Christianity ended. We should be worshiping God. Then these wicked men took over his name and made a religion that is the exact opposite of what real Christianity was, and they destroyed the world through war, tyranny, and genocide, along with the Muslims and the Jews. They have all rejected what Jesus did and all rejected God in one form or another, and God's judgment is coming on this. That is what is happening in this century. These three religions are going to fight. They're all going to think it's the end of the world. But nothing they believe is actually going to come to pass. They're going to think this sign is this and this sign is that. And Jesus is coming. The Mahdi is coming. The Antichrist is coming. This is happening. They're all going to think that. But every single thing they believe, whenever it comes right down to it, will fail. Jesus will not return. There will not be a rapture. There will not be a man of sin. There will not be a mark of the beast. Not going to happen. Israel's not going to get their temple. If they try to build it, that's going to war. This is what's going to happen. There's no way that these people are just going to settle this. These religions keep growing. They're not going to settle peacefully. This is going to have to turn to utter bloodshed. And then the rest of the world is not going to let them continue anymore. They'll fall out of government, the world, they're not going to rule the world like they have for these last almost 2,000 years. And they will diminish greatly, and eventually, over this next century, they will become a thing of the past, and everybody will say, why did we let them do this? Why did we let them cause what happened? Jesus didn't return. The mark of the beast didn't happen. The man of sin didn't come. Israel's Messiah didn't come. They were all destroyed again. That's what they're going to say. Give me a follow. I have videos explaining all this, and this is the only truth of God about what's happening in this century.